I'd firstly like to acknowledge that the land we meet on today is the traditional land of the Kaurna people and that we respect their spiritual relationship with their country. I'd like to also acknowledge Duncan McKenzie, the Chair of the SA Tourism Industry Council Board. Also, just to acknowledge members of the SA Tourism Industry Council Board and also members of the SA Tourism Commission Board. It's wonderful to see so many people here today at this launch of this year's Tourism Awards. The South Australian Tourism Awards celebrates excellence and also innovation within our tourism industry, and it helps set the benchmark, if you like, for best business practice amongst tourism operators. The Tourism Awards are recognised as one of the state's most prestigious industry awards, and they generate a great deal of media, and obviously that helps to enhance the recognition for the entrants and also the winners. 4 years ago, the awards came under the umbrella of SATIC and the South Australian Tourism Industry Council, and I want to congratulate SATI for doing such a fantastic job. Since they took over, the awards have gone from strength to strength with record entries over the past 2 years, and hopefully this year we'll see that record broken again. And of course, the events are just run so well, so professionally, and are such exciting and wonderful events. And of course, that just doesn't happen by accident. It happens because of the hard work and commitment of a lot of people. And I want to acknowledge each and every one of those people and thank them for their efforts in helping to make this so successful. So South Australia has an enviable record in producing really high quality award recipients, which in turn I think reflects the really high standard of tourism operators that we have around this state. The high calibre of the South Australian Tourism Award winners is regularly recognised by success in the Qantas Australian Tourism Awards. And of course, you are all well aware that the South Australian Tourism Awards are part of a national Australian award system, which means that the winners at the state level automatically become finalists at the national level. And as Ward mentioned, South Australian finalists brought home, and I have to sing our praises yet again, 3 major prizes and 6 medals from the 2011 Qantas Australian Tourism Awards, which were announced early this month. The Barossa Valley, again, I have to bang our drum. The Barossa Valley stood very proudly on the national stage with the overall awards in their categories going to Seppeltsfield Vineyard Cottage, Jacobs Creek Visitor Centre and Jacobs Restaurant. And as well as the hat trick, of course, 6 other South Australian tourism organisations were also awarded medals, recognising their amazing contributions to the state. So congratulations to all of those national award winners and medalists for their fantastic achievements. Well done. So I do want to single out one event in particular that's an example of how well we do things here in South Australia, and of course that's the Santos Tour Down Under, which has made it into the South Australian Tourism Hall of Fame after winning the State Tourism Award for Best Festival of Event three years in a row. And the tour has also won the National Tourism Award 2 years running and was runner-up last year. This is a wonderful achievement by any measure. And of course we've just received our figures for this year's race, and I'm really very pleased to announce that the tour, the figures show that the tour does continue to provide a major boost to the state's economy, and it generated over $42 million to the South Australian economy this year, attracted over 760,000 spectators, and over 36,000 of those were interstate visitors. and of course, this was the first year in the last 3 where a cycling legend, Lance Armstrong, didn't participate. I can't say that we were ever worried, but nevertheless, we were concerned that the race be able to stand on its own 2 feet, and these figures show that indeed it did. You know, we have come into our own, and they were rock solid figures that show the event continues to be an extremely successful one. And of course it continues to create or profile the state as a tourism destination to a worldwide television audience. And not just our city, it profiles our regions as well. So there's a number of interests that get a piece of the action. This year was the first time, I should say, by attracting crowds and media coverage on par with the time when Lance was involved. As I said, the tour has demonstrated that it's firmly established itself as a leading cycling and tourism event. Next year's tour kicks off on the Sunday the 20th of January, and that'll mark the 15th year of the event. And of course lots of planning has been put in place to make sure it will continue to be a very exciting and vibrant event. 15 years is obviously a great milestone. And I certainly look forward to Cycling Fever hitting the Adelaide and regions once again next January. But in the meantime, in relation to the 2012 Tourism Awards, I certainly want to encourage all tourism operators to consider entering into one of the 27 categories. Whilst winning is obviously a great achievement, it's not necessarily, I should say, it's not necessary to take home an award to actually benefit from entering. Entrants in the award are required to answer a number of questions, and a number of set questions that allow the operator, I think, an opportunity to look at the way you do business. The process requires some rather in-depth thinking and analysis that I think is an extremely useful way to allow operators to stand back from their hectic day-to-day operations of running a business, to take stock, to look at where you might be wanting to go and whether you might need to make any changes in order to achieve long-term business goals. And so I think in actually taking part in the process itself is an excellent opportunity to show your support for the industry, and also showcase your business to the industry members as well as visitors seeking a quality tourism experience. Entering the Tourism Awards does take a little time and effort, but I believe the benefits far outweigh the effort. The organisers are constantly looking at ways to streamline the process, and again this year award entrants will be able to use the SATC website to lodge their submissions, saving time and paper. The integrity of your industry demands that the awards are a true reflection of the very best that South Australia has to offer. So the more operators who enter, the better the outcome is likely to be for the entire tourism industry. So again, I encourage you to be involved, and to encourage others to be involved, to consider entering the 2012 awards, and I certainly look forward to seeing you on Friday the 23rd of November. Seems a long way off now, but I guarantee in a blink of an eye we'll be there. And shopping for Christmas again. I'll be looking forward to seeing you there on Friday the 23rd of November at our South Australian Tourism Awards presentation and gala dinner. So thank you very much for the opportunity to officially launch our Tourism Awards for this year. Thanks, Lou.